Actually, dalawang term lang naman ang importante. The first one I mentioned is about span, meaning to say, if you have a list of vectors, say from vector v sub 1 to v sub n, and if you express it as a linear combination, ano yung mga different values ng mga a sub 1 to a sub n mo from this linear combination which produces another vector. So that collection of vector, ang tawag dito is the span. So it's just a collection of vectors generated by your list of vectors. So that's one. That's the first term, spanning. The second term naman na kailangan natin to recall with our discussion last time is about linear independence. So say the same list of vectors are all of the vectors do not depend to each other. Meaning to say, you cannot express any of these vectors as a linear combination of the other. So once you are to express these vectors as a linear combination and equate it to zero, the only way for this to happen is when your scalars from a sub 1 to a sub n, all of these are zero. So take note ang dalawa na ito because these are two important concepts na you want to generate a space, in this case a vector space. It's the same concepts later you will encounter if you will try to study other spaces like the Lebesgue spaces, the Hilbert spaces, inner product spaces, and all other spaces, which are actually important concepts in analysis if you are to do some measurements, whether a measurement and theoretical measurement or say physics measurement. So kailangan ng mga key ideas na ito in the theoretical level. So yun, spanning and then linear independence. So this afternoon, we will combine the two. So i-combine natin yung dalawa na to. And we will define what you call a basis for this. Sige, let me first write some notes dito. And we will title this discussion as basis. Ayan. So basis for the singular kung ang I turns into E for it to be plural. So a basis or basis, a basis, the basis of a vector space V is a list of vectors that is both linearly independent, dependent, and spans your whole vector space V. So in other words, you have a list of vectors, tapos they are linearly independent to each other. Tapos kung kukunin mong span niya, ang buong vector space ang kanya na span. So ang tawag dito sa list of vectors na yon, basis. So that's a term gagamitin natin. For example, mga example of basis na na-encounter mo na. So the usual ang tinatawag dito, the standard basis. Standard basis mo naman is mga coordinates mo on each of the axes. So meaning these are this collection. Say for example in Rn or Cn, 1, say 0, 0, assuming natin n tuples to, meaning n placeholders. Pangalawa, say 0, 1, 0, 0. Sorry. 0 ko na lang yan. To 0. And say 0, 0, 1, 0. And then lastly, ang last na coordinate natin dito 0, 0, 0, dot, 1. Ayan. So this is a basis in Rn or Fn in general. O, basis siya. So in other words, it can generate the whole, actually term dito Euclidean space. It can generate the whole Euclidean space, yung ganito mga bases. So in other words, if you name this as your, say, lakihan ko dito. Say if this is your, gamitin ko E sub 1, ito yung standard notation na ginagamit. E sub 2, and say, sabihin natin, may na-miss na close dito. Yan. Say, E sub 3. And then the last one, tawagin natin En. And ang lahat-lahat na isa-span ng mga vectors mo na yan, so En is the whole Euclidean space. So buong yan, okay? But the basis is not necessarily unique. You can have multiple bases, not necessarily standardized ones. And later, may mga discussions tayo on how to generate bases given a particular space. Dito na papasok ang mga Gram-Schmidt algorithms to able to produce such bases. Pero that will be for further discussion natin. Okay, that's one example. Another example of a basis is this one. So for example, R2, F2 tayo. Kung standard basis ito, this is just 1, 0, 0, 1. So in other words, what we're saying, if this is in your two-dimensional vector space, yung basis mo are just simply the vectors 0, 1, and then 1, 0. So yan na, it can generate the whole space. Pero there's another one, sabi ko, hindi siya unique. It can be this collection, 1, 2, and then 3, 5. Still, it can generate your R2. So in other words, if you take the span of this with respect to these basis elements, so this is just F2, and then similarly, ganun din, kung kukunin mong span ng buong ng dalawang basis elements na to, this is also equal to F2. So again, walang unique basis. You can have as many, actually in fact, infinitely many bases that you can generate. Pero kung standard basis, usually nag-iisa lang yan at wala nang iba. All right. So tell me, I'll give you a list of vectors. Can you tell me if this is a basis or not? So I'll just use the red one. Okay.
Okay.
Is this a basis? And tell me somehow the reason why or why not. Okay. For example, this one. 2, -4, and 7, -5, 6. Is this a basis of F3? And the first one, basis ba siya? Why or why not?
The first one. It is of. Mhm. Hindi yata siya basis. Kasi dalawa pong vectors lang.
And what are you expecting na
Kaya nga
magiging
tatlo po
basis
para
ng
ma-span.
F3? That's correct. Actually, later, if we convert this into a matrix, you are expecting na ang rank na matrix mo for F3 must be of rank 3. Meaning, since you are dealing with dimension 3, so you are expecting dapat ang number of basis elements mo, tatlo din. You are correct to say it. How about this one? Yung pangalawa na to. How about 1, 2, 3, 5, and say 430. A basis of F2 pala, sorry. F2. Yan. Is that a basis? What do you think, Joshua?
Kung tatlo po, no? Mas malaki sa span.
Yeah, that's correct. And remember sa spanning mo, kung may sobra ka, can you trim it down?
Okay.
Tingnan mo ang example natin kanina sa taas. Yan. May example na tayo kanina. Dumagdag tayo ng isa. So is that a basis? So originally, ang basis mo dalawa lang. Pero, what if nagdagdag ka ng isa? Is it still a basis?
So, pwede pa na po siya?
Mm-hmm. Now, I'll give you a hint. Can you look for this two? Can this generate 413?
One.
So all you have to do is to
Yeah,
solve.
double.
Tingnan mo lang. Kasi sabi natin basis na to eh. So therefore, can you look for a sub 1, a comma 1 plus a sub 2, 3, 5, and this is equal to 413. So in other words, what we're saying, a sub 1 plus 3a sub 2 is equal to 4, and then 5a sub 1 plus 5a sub 2 is equal to 13. Yan. Sorry, may mali ako pala. This must be, may mali akong ano. So hindi to 5, this must be 2. So this must be as well 2. Sorry. So what do you think your a sub 1 and a sub 2s are? You can right away compute it actually.
A1. Oo nga 'no, gano'n pala ba?
So a sub 2 is, ang pinakamadali yan, a sub 2 eh.
2 minus 1. 2 equals ano ba na? 2 equals sa 9.
Multiply ka lang ng 2 sa first row,
2 equals 9 pa
then
no?
subtract. Yan, okay.
So, 9/2.
9/2, ayun. So in other words, you can always find an a sub 1 and a sub 2 to express for 413. So meaning, ang 413 mo na to, this is linearly dependent to the other two. So therefore, it's not a basis. Kasi isang ano mo naman, sumobra ka. You are, gaya ng sinabi mo sa letter A kanina, you are expecting dapat Dalawang vectors lang yan ang magiging basis. In fact, actually, the dimension of a space is dictated by the number of bases. Kaya yung sinasabing two-dimensional space, three-dimensional space, four-dimensional space, so on and so forth, are actually based on the number of bases that you will going to have. In fact, for in general functional analysis, ito yung parang pangmalakihan na ng mga areas na pinag-aaralan mo as a space, not necessarily ang dimension whole number. Pwede nga yan siya a decimal number, an irrational number. So meaning ang basis na pinag-uusapan natin may not be what you call countable. So index siya by a number which is not it can be like irrational numbers, for example, or even nga ng mga rational numbers, so on and so forth. So meaning the dimension may not necessarily be a whole number, but nasanay tayo kasi mga real world applications are having discrete number of and finite number of dimensions. Okay, so take note lang of this. So therefore, take note, ang clue mo, if your dimension gives you this idea, say 2 or 3, so it is respective to the number of basis elements it is generating. All right? And I'll give you another one. Sige, tingnan natin. Or maybe you just observe lang ito. Say for example, this one, letter C. So you have vectors 1, -1, 0. Tapos 1, 0, -1. Actually is a basis of the space X, Y, and Z in F3, pero with the property, F3 pala yan, sorry, laki ng 3. F3, such that if you add the elements is just equal to 0. So you can check these two elements of the basis satisfies this condition. So you can actually verify na indeed these two becomes the basis. Number one, linearly independent sila to each other. So the two basis elements linearly independent. Next, you have to show that this span is spanned by these two vectors. So paano maipapakita ito? Produce a linear combination. Produce ka lang, meaning to say you're saying all vectors in that space is produced by this linear combination. So yun. So in other words,
yun.
what are the values of A and 2? Although may tatlo kang equation na pwedeng gagawin. Remember, this is just V sub 1, V sub 2, and V sub 3. Ipapakita mo lang that if you add V sub 1, V sub 2, and V sub 3, it must be equal to 0. Yun lang naman ipapakita mo na to show na indeed it is generating the whole space. Which is easy. Easy lang naman kasi ang V sub 1 mo, it's just equal to what? A sub 1 plus A sub 2. Anong V sub 2 mo is just equal to negative A sub 1. Tapos ang V sub 3 mo is just equal to negative A sub 2. So if you add them together, it's just equal to 0. So it generates the whole space pa rin, ang mga linear combination na ito. Alright. So yun. Any questions so far?
Wala na ba? Pero ano pa lang, ganun pala yan.
Yan.
Finally na-understand ko na talaga pa fully.
So in your seat right now, I want you to check. Tell me if it satisfies being a basis. The first one, this pair 7, 5 and negative 4, 9. And in F2, Basis ba siya of a two-dimensional Euclidean space? And the second one, same, dalawa ito. 1, 2, tapos na palang 1, 2, and 3, 5. Tapos ko na pala pakita kanina. So ito lang, verify that. Is this a basis
Kung ano ba na?
of F2? And tell me. And there's a faster way to check this actually.
Kung may nag-form siya ng linear combination.
Mhm. Una, pakita mo, linearly independent ba sila? Tapos when you span this, it spans the whole two-dimensional vector space.
So, something 8 times 7, 5, something times negative 4, 9 equals 0. So, 7a minus 4b, 5a plus 9b equals 0.
So is A and B equal to 0? So, pakita mo lang. Paano?
Kung babalik po siya, 7 times 0 minus, ano na? Minus 4 times b equals 0. E di kung 0 minus something is equal to 0.
Pero somehow, you have to solve it. Ang A and B mo. Na dapat papakita mo it's indeed equal to 0. Di ba sabi mo kanina, it's 7a minus 4b is equal to 0. Tapos 5a plus 9b is equal to 0. So by linear, dalawang linear equations, two unknowns. So you can solve it in several ways, by elimination, by substitution, or even by matrix, di ba? Pwede mo yung magawa. So ang resulting ba na pagsosolve mo, A and B are both 0?
Yes, that implies po na linearly independent. Pero kung only solution dapat mo na, para
Yes.
maging pag nito. Dapat only po siya lang.
That's right.
Para
That's
maging
correct.
linear.
In fact, actually, there's a faster way to do this.
Paano mo?
I'll show it to you. Di ba sabi ko kanina, when you are you want to show, saan na yun? To show na indeed this two spans, 7, 5 and negative 4, 9, ang buong F2. To do that, di ba sabi natin kanina that express this as a linear combination, and then the resulting vector must be in F2. So, may dalawa kang i-check. One is spanning. Ito yun. The second one is, if you equate it to 0, dapat A and B must be equal to 0. Now, what if consider this as V sub 1 and V sub 2? So, you form the equation. So, may equation kang magagawa. 7A minus 4B is equal to V sub 1. Tapos, 5A plus 9b is equal to v sub 2. But remember, you can express this as a matrix. Pwede mo siyang isulat this way. You have a matrix of 7, negative 4, 5, and 9, and this will be your A and B, and this will be your v sub 1, v sub 2. Pero sa matrix algebra, so far na natutunan mo in the past, you can solve what is AB equal to by taking the inverse of this equation. Sorry, inverse yan ha. Sorry. Let me erase this. Kasi parang nagma-minus 4 ka eh. Minus 4 dyan. 5, 9. Kukunin mong inverse niyan times V sub 1, V sub 2. For this to work, remember, this inverse must exist. So ang tanong, how will you check a matrix does really exist? ang kanyang inverse. Ano yung usual check na ginagawa? Naalala mo pa ba, Joshua,
Para
sa
saan po?
mga discussion mo on matrices in the
Kung
past?
nag-exist si inverse. I forgot.
O, paano
Wait
mo,
lang po, wait lang, wait lang, wait lang po. Malapit na.
anong i-compute mo?
Meron po, no?
O, meron.
Hmm.
Naalala mo pang concept of determinant. Naalala mo pa yon? Di ba? Anong determinant nito ng
That's
matrix na
kind
to?
of familiar po. Wait lang po. Kasi,
So, anong determinant ng matrix na yan? Paano i-compute? Madali lang kasi 2 by 2 lang siya. You can visually do the calculations. Mhm. O, scan mo dyan sa computer. Pwede mo yung scan para at least you will have an idea.
saan ba?
Check mo lang.
Saan ba?
I mean like just Google it. Try mo Google.
Sige po. Wait lang po.
Sige, sige.
Ay, the determinant is 0 ba? Daw.
If the determinant is 0,
Then,
so
it's
therefore,
invertible.
hindi siya invertible. Meaning to say, hindi mo siya makukunan ng inverse. Pero kung non-zero siya, the answer
Yes,
is
meron po.
yes. The inverse exists. So, anong determinant nito ng matrix na yan? So, anong equal nito? Is this 0 or not? O, paano mag-compute ng 2 by 2 matrix ng determinant niya? Search mo lang dyan. How do you compute the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix? May quick formula lang yan siya.
AD minus BC?
O, yun. So, therefore, this is equal to?
AD 63 minus 21, 83.
That's 83. And of course, this is not 0. So, hence, this exists. The answer is, it exists. Ang matrix na yan. So, nasagot mo na yung dalawa. Number 1, it can span the whole F2 as a vector space. Pangalawa, it is linearly independent. Kasi, nasagutan mo, kasi kung isosolve mo to, di ba, ang tendency natin, another way to check for linear independence, di ba, you have to equate this to 0, sabi natin kanina, and then you are to solve that A and B must be 0. Pero, to do that, lahat, try to imagine, no? Ayan din. So, yung V sub 1, V sub 2 mo, magiging 0 yan. V sub 1, V sub 2, magiging 0 yan. All you need, the matrix, to exist as its inverse. So, the only checker mo to verify indeed the basis really is a basis. So, check the determinant. So, isa-satisfy mo yung determinant niya for it to be true. So, yun lang naman ang importante for it to become a basis. Okay? Nagets nyo? Nagets mo, Joshua?
Yes,
Some
abo.
sort of a technique. Alright. So, yun. Any basis can be verified by this said determinant. So, pwede mo ma-check. So, all you have to do is to find that satisfy the said basis. Pero, again, this works for finite number of bases or finite dimensional vector spaces. All right. So now, ang gagawin natin, next is we will prove the following theorem. So I'll first write what this theorem is all about, meaning isang criteria for a set of vectors to be a basis. And then let's prove that this is true. So this is an if and only if statement. So let me write first the theorem. And its title is said to be the criterion for a basis. So yeah. So let me write a list of vectors v sub 1 up to v sub n in V is a basis of V. Take note of the expression if and only if every vector V in the space V can be written uniquely in the form V is equal to A sub 1 V sub 1 plus A sub 2 V sub 2 up to A sub n V sub n, where A sub 1 up to A sub n are scalars. Yan. So, to check, maliban sa pagko-convert mo ng mga basis mo into a matrix and find its determinant, an analytical way of determining if a list is a basis, all you have to prove that this linear combination is unique to express the said vector, or any vector in your vector space V is expressed uniquely as a linear combination of your identified list as your basis. So yon. Remember, this is an if and only if statement. So therefore, to prove this theorem, may dalawa kang direksyon. Proof towards sufficiency and proof towards necessity. So may dalawang direction. So let's prove this. So let me show the whole theorem para makita. So first direction, ang sufficiency part natin. So from left to right. So it means you will assume from the left-hand side, ipoprove mo ang right-hand side ng if and only if. So meaning, suppose, let us assume V sub 1 up to V sub n. This list is a basis of V. Baka, Joshua, magtataka ka, parang wrong grammar ang pagkakasulat. Di ba? V sub 1 up to V sub n, napakarami yan. Bakit ko sinusulat is a basis? Actually, I'm referring to the list of vectors. So, hindi siya yung individual vectors ito. So, you're talking about the list of vectors as basis. So, kaya gumamit lang ako ng singular form of the linking verb. So, yeah, let us assume this is true. Yan. This is your assumption. Ang ipoprove mo, ipapakita mo that every vector can be written uniquely. So that will be our conclusion to establish. So to do that, let us assume, kuha tayo, arbitrarily ng isang vector, let's call it V in V. So yan ang so far alam natin. And so far we know, since basis ito, ang V sub 1, V sub 2, so alam natin that this set of vectors or list of vectors span the whole vector space V. So let me write this expression. So if it spans the whole vector space V, it means that for each of the element in your V, you can express it as a linear combination of some scalar. So let us
Yes, indeed.
identify the scalar. So tawagin natin a sub 1 up to a sub n. And then isulat natin yung linear combination na ito up to a sub n. Tapos sabi natin, it must be equal to v. Meaning, may mag-e-exist lang yan na vector. So, ang tanong lang naman natin, unique ba siya o hindi? Di ba? Parang sinasabi mo,
Yes,
can you express v by some other scalars? Yun ang gusto natin i-prove. Since you are talking about uniqueness, naalala niyo yung mga techniques of proving na ginagawa natin. Kung gusto mo siya i-prove na unique, anong ginagawa natin usually?
May assume there two. Tapos
That's correct.
prove they're equal pa na.
You are correct. So papakita natin may dalawa. So sabihin natin, now suppose may isa na naman. Suppose that there exists another list of scalars, say C sub 1 up to C sub n, such that the same V, you can express this as a linear combination with these scalars. So, yan. So, ang tanong, how will we show na unique yan? Anong next step do you think? What's your best guess? Na ipapakita mo, ay pareho lang yan siya.
Papakita na pareho.
Paano mo papakita na pareho? Na ang A sub 1 ay si C sub 1,
Kaya nga
A
po.
sub 2,
Siguro
si C
pag
sub 2
na-factor out kasi po si V sub 1 to V sub n pa na, pwede naman po yan.
O paano? Anong gagawin natin?
Hindi naman pwede po i-factor out na ganun. Ang linear combination na eh.
Unless, anong pwede mong gawin sa dalawa na yan? May equation 1 ka, may equation 2 ka. So anong gagawin mo sa dalawang equation na yan? Remember, equation yan. So you can manipulate your equation.
Yung gagawin.
Or
Equal.
equations.
Set them as equal.
Pwede equal. Pwede mo siyang gawing equal kasi puro naman sila equal to V eh. Di ba?
Yes, abo.
Pwede mo siyang gawing equal. There's another way. Pwede din. What if subtract mo siya? Subtract ang right-hand side, subtract mo lang ang left-hand side. Parang ginawa mo rin siyang equal pa rin. Actually, so two ways. Pero the same lang naman ang meaning niya. So meaning, pwede mo siyang equate ang dalawang equation na to. Equation 1 and equation 2 are equal because they have of the same V. Or subtract equation 1 to equation 2 or vice versa, then it's equal to 0 on right-hand side. So, sulat natin. So, therefore, consider subtracting equation 1 minus equation 2. So, therefore, ang kakalabasan niya, this becomes A sub 1 minus C sub 1. So, extracted na natin si V sub 1 plus and so on up to A sub n minus C sub n. So, pareho lang kanina yung sinasabi natin na pwede mo siyang equate together kasi ita-transpose mo lang on the right-hand side ang isang set of variables. And this is of course equal to 0. So, yon. Okay. So far, ipapakita mo unique. Dapat si A sub 1 is equal to C sub 1. Up to A sub n is equal to C sub n. So therefore, ipoprove mo zeros ang mga coefficients na ito ng mga vectors mo. How will you going to do that?
Kapapakita mo na. Wait lang ba?
Anong property pwede natin gawin? Kasi
Surely,
we assume
kung zero po, either zero lahat or either 0 lahat or that's na parang ano na, tawag dito, collapsing. Wait lang ba?
Oo. Oo. So, paano natin masabi na 0 yan lahat? Because, anong
Oh,
property
we're
meron
sure
ka?
na non-zero ba po si ano, wait lang po.
Sure ka ng 0 yan?
Suppose, wait lang po. Isipin ko lang pa na.
Ah.
Tsaka dapat non-negative ba?
Mm.
Hindi naman po na.
I want you to take note this. Di ba may given tayo? Babalik, every time magpo-proving ka, balik ka palagi, ano ang given? Yan ang given. Nagamit na natin si span. Ito, ginamit natin si span. Ano pang hindi natin nagamit
Basis?
sa given? The basis. Anong nasa basis?
And suppose V and sa
Ano
basis
bang
of V.
definition na basis?
Yung ano pa, yung dapat kung parang siyang yung ano nga po, sa yung I had, J hat.
Ano bang definition ng basis? Dalawa yan, di ba? It must satisfy what?
Dapat,
Kanina.
yun nga po, yan mismo po,
ano
ay
sabi natin?
A1 plus yung linear combination of them should equal V.
Balikan mo yan. Anong basis defined
Linearly
as?
independent and spans V.
So it's, nagamit na natin yung span. We use it
Dapat
here.
linearly
Ito.
independent po, no?
Linearly independent ang mga V sub 1 until V sub n. Anong ibig sabihin nun? From our previous lessons.
The zero sum must only be reached with all zeros. Kumbaga.
That's right. So in other words, kung
In a way.
0 ang sum niya to, the only way for it to be 0
Should be zeros.
if the coefficients are zeros. Tama. So therefore, let's write this down. Since, gawin ko siyang blue. Since the V sub 1s up to V sub n's are linearly independent. So, linearly independent sa bawat isa. So, A sub 1 up to A sub n, or sabihin natin A sub k to C sub k is equal to 0 for all k from 1 to n. So, 0 sila lahat. Or we can write it down as A sub k equals C sub k. So, in other words, naipakita mo na kahit dinefine mo na you have two linear equations as linear combination of your V, you have shown that the A's and the C's are just the same set of scalars. So in other words, unique. Na-prove mo ang pangalawang statement na to. So na-prove mo na yan. So you are done for the sufficiency part of the proof. So, sa ngayon, let us prove the other way around, yung kabaliktad. Yan. Ipoprove natin yung necessity part ng work. So, therefore, let us write this down. Assume natin, di ba, ang necessity part ito, at let us assume that every vector V in your vector space V is uniquely written of this form. So, let us write this down. Suppose every V in V can be written uniquely as, sulat ko na lang dito number 1. Ito yung equation number 1. So meaning pwede mo siyang maisulat as equation number 1. Yun lang is sasabihin ko dyan. Okay, so that's the given. All right. So first, so alam natin from this statement alone, obvious na each of your vector as a linear combination of the identified list. So in other words, that identified list spans each of the element of your vector space. So therefore, let us write this down. So every V in V is generated. Sulat ko to, generated by V sub 1 up to V sub n. Thus, this list spans the whole vector space V. Pero what we are looking for, we are to prove basis. So papakita natin si V sub 1 up to V sub n, basis siya. So we're done with the spanning. Ano na lang yung kulang na ipapakita natin?
Ano ba? Ano kasi? Linear independence?
Yeah, linear independence. So therefore, we are to show now, we are to show that V sub 1 up to V sub n are linearly independent. So gagawin natin, suppose you have scalars, a sub 1 up to a sub n, such that you take the linear combination of these vectors and scalars and equate it to 0. So, kailangan mo ipoprove that a sub 1 up to a sub n, zeros yan sila at wala ng iba. But how? Paano mo gagamitin ang assumption na to? How will you argue? Dapat mag-create ka ng argument. Paano mo gagamitin ng argument na yan that you can uniquely write this linear combination, dapat it's equal to 0. In what values of a sub 1 to a sub n ba for the linear combination to become 0?
Ano ba?
Anong values ng a sub 1? Ito, kita mo to sa linear combination na yan. It's equal to 0, di ba?
Yes,
Anong
opo.
values ng a sub 1 up to a sub n magiging 0 yan?
Yes, opo. Lahat po yan dapat 0.
Pero are there other ways to write it down na it becomes 0?
Kung hindi po alam ng linear independent.
That's right. Kasi ang sabi natin kanina, uniquely written.
Yes, opo.
Meaning,
So, assume po natin siguro na meron. There are unique ways.
Pero kasi unique na kasi
Kung
yung ways
negative.
Kung ang isa is negative to the other,
To the other po,
at
may
it leads
0.
to 0, so therefore hindi na siya linearly independent.
Yes, opo.
But pero sabi natin, uniquely written, wala nang ibang way to express your yung mga scalars mo, except 0 yan lahat. Okay? So para in other words, mafo-force ka. So mafo-force ka talaga na gawin mo siyang 0 kasi uniquely written na eh. Wala ka ng ibang way to write it down. Except a sub 1 up to a sub n are all 0. So let me write this down. So sulat natin. Since 0 vector is uniquely written and represented by a sub 1 up to a sub n, the only way to produce this vector is when a sub 1 up to a sub n are all equal, and it must be equal to 0. So if that is the case, by the previous theorem na nagawa natin, since it is uniquely written, so therefore the vectors are actually linearly independent.
Yes, oo.
Thus v sub 1 up to v sub n are linearly independent vectors. Okay, so hence, may last conclusion tayo. It is may space pa ba ako? It is a basis. So you're done. So tapos na tayo. So na-prove natin both ways, from left to right and right to left. So yun ang napakita natin so far as of this time. Okay. So I want you to take note the following. Tandaan mo ito. I'll put this in red. Okay. Una, I'll just put this as notes. The first one, every spanning list of vector V can be reduced to a basis of V, meaning kung meron kang span of vectors that produces the whole vector space. So therefore, it's either exactly kung ilan yun, or you have to shorten it down such that it becomes a basis. Napansin nyo ang mga example natin kanina. Sabi yung example natin kanina earlier. Ito. For example, ito yon. Yung letter B. Di ba two-dimensional lang siya? Pero may sobra kang isa. So you expect, ay, sobra yan as a basis. So I can cut it down to two vectors only. So that's the first statement is all about. In fact, actually theorem ito. So hindi na natin ipoprove yan. So you can cut down a spanning list into a basis, or cut down or equal to. Okay, that's the first. Second, pangalawa, kung meron kang linearly independent set, every linearly wrong spelling. Dali lang. Sana yan. Linearly independent set of vectors of V can be, usually, ito naman, kung linearly independent, how many vectors do you need to produce a span? So dapat magdadagdag ka. So meaning you can extend or can be extended to a basis of V. So etong dalawang properties na to, complementary one with another. So kung spanning set ka, for finite dimensional to totoo, kung if you have a spanning set, is this the actual linearly independent set, or can I cut this down for it becomes a basis? So yan ang una mong iisipin. Kung linearly independent set naman siya, kailangan ba akong magdadagdag pa for it to become a span of the whole set of vectors that becomes now your basis? So yun ang opposite properties of the linearly independent set and the spanning set. Okay? This is true only for finitely dimensional vector spaces. And I want you to take note that every finite dimensional vector space has a basis. So all spaces na finite dimensional, there will always have a basis. So kasi ito yung bibilangin mo as in terms of the dimension. So far, Joshua, do you have any questions na
Wala na
gusto
po.
mo i-clarify? So I want you to go back to your assignment na binigay ko last time.
Sige po.
So by next meeting, I hope you are
Yes, by
able
next meeting
to
siguro, yes po talaga. Gagawin ko po siya
solve
for sure.
this. Sige, ang kailangan kasi lang naman natin dito ay papakita mo kung span na to ang apat na yan na vectors. How about these
Yes, apo.
differences? Ayan. Ayan, rearrangement lang naman yan actually. Madali yan. Actually, hindi yan siya mahirap gawin. Ganon din dito sa linear independence. All you have to do is to rearrange the linear combination of vectors into the original set. So, yun lang naman ang kailangan. Okay? So, that's it so far for this afternoon, Joshua.
Okay.
So
Sige
this,
po.
so the same pa rin tayo Friday, 4 o'clock for our class.
Apo.
Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
Wala na po.
Okay. Kung wala na, thank you very much. So I'll see you next week.
Thank you very much talaga po, yes.
Alright, ingat.
Ano pala po, finally naisip ko na po yung
Yung ano?
naisip naintindihan ko na talaga po. Hindi lang
Yun,
yung
that's good.
paapyaw.
That's good. Okay, sige. I'll expect these two assignments for
Yes,
our
opo.
next meeting. Okay, ingat. Bye-bye.
Kaya na po. Thank you po. Bye-bye po.
Alright.